Hey, hey, it's Melita the therapist here for another segment of Spilling the Tea in Therapy. I hope you got your tea today. We're going to have a great topic. I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can change your stinking thinking. That's right. When you're not on the right track and you're thinking, it smells up the room. It smells up your environment, the way you move, and the things that you do. So today, I'm going to give you the tea on it so that you can be successful this year in 2022. All right? Get your tea though. As you know, I always have my tea. I'm a big tea drinker. Teas really do relax. They can help bring clarity. They can do a lot for you. But even if you're not a tea drinker, grab your mug of coffee, juice, whatever you like to drink, pull up a seat, and get ready to learn today, all right? Well, as I said earlier, my topic is about how to get 3 ways on how to get rid of your stinking thinking. It is important that we understand how we think on a daily basis. That does matter because how we think ultimately controls how we feel, and how we feel is going to really control how we act. And so they're all tied together. And so that's why we're starting with the thinking today. Our first step or way that I want to share with you today in changing the stinking thinking is to be pliable. One of the things that we sometimes as adults struggle with is still being teachable, still learning, still growing, still getting constructive criticism, still being corrected. We have all these fancy words, but being corrected. Yes, as adults, we will be corrected in the way we think, maybe on our job, on how we're doing things, or wherever we go. And it's important as adults to remain pliable, sis. Don't ever get into a spot where you stop being able to be told something different or being corrected. When we're pliable, we are putting ourselves in the best position to make changes in our thinking. But when we get to a point where we're stubborn, we don't want to move, oh boy, we become stagnant in the way we think. And stagnation can lead to confusion, and it just could lead to setback in your life. And I'm sure that's not what you want. We're all about moving forward. We're all about making moves and all these other things. And so it's going to require you to be pliable in order to change that thinking process, okay? And I want to make sure this year you don't set yourself up for failure by not doing so, all right? So be pliable, be teachable, allow that correction to come into your life, allow it to go into that ear and sit there and think and ponder and really make a plan to do something with that information. Don't let it go in one ear and out the other, sis. You know the saying, okay? So the first step to changing is being pliable, meaning I'm able to recognize that I need to make some corrections in the way I operate, the way I think, okay? Denial can lead to deception. Let's not be in denial about what we need to correct, all right? So that's our first step. Secondly, the second way to change your stinking thinking is find the root. In my book, Living Fulfilled, which you can get at melithathetherapist.com, I use an analogy about the gardening that I used to do with my great-grandmother. And I would find weeds very pretty. You know, oh, this is so pretty. Why do we have to dig it up? And she's like, no, it is deception. We need to dig it up from the root. I couldn't just pull off, the flower part. I had to dig deep, get all the root out so that it wouldn't grow back. And see, when it comes to stinking thinking, it has a root that lies very deep. And if we're not paying attention, that deep root will start growing and just destroying things in our life, and we don't even know why. Just like that pretty weed, that my grandmother, great grandmother, was trying to tell me, no, no. It looks are deceiving, okay? So I want you to find that root. That root could be something very simple that just grew over time, such as maybe you were told you just weren't good enough. Let's use that analogy. You were told, no, that's not good enough. No, you can do better. No, no, no. You're never going to amount to anything. And those seeds were planted young. So we grow up and we center everything around that negative root. As I'm going out for the job interview, I don't think I got it. They looking for more. Oh, it's just not good enough. I don't think I got the quality. So that root is really changing the course of your life. And so that's why it's so important when we're getting rid of negative thinking, we have to find out the root. Where did it come from? Did this come from childhood? And I'm just letting it carry on and take new forms in my life. Okay? Just like that deceptive weed. It looked pretty. It looked like I wanted to keep it. But do I really? Your way of thinking may be comfortable. It may be something you're used to, but should you keep it? Okay, I'm gonna sip on that while you think about it. You know the answer. All right, so make sure we pull that root. It's almost as if we hold on to it because we're comfortable, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, and we take on this negative mantra. And a mantra is simply a statement or a slogan repeated over and over. What negative mantra do you keep repeating over and over in your mind? Is it that I'm not good enough? Everything you do, that mantra keeps popping up and you keep repeating it as if this is something to live by. People do live by mantras, but is yours healthy? Is it something that you should keep? Let's destroy these negative mantras that we continue to live by. We continue to repeat the negative slogan, I'm not good enough, over and over. And then it hinders us from moving forward. It hinders us in our relationships, for getting that job, for moving out of state, these type of things. What is your mantra? No. What is your mantra? Not the one someone told you, which may be very good, but there's one in there already that probably is not really healthy, and the good one cannot sink deep enough. It can't take root because that weed mantra is killing it. So this is where you have to find out, where is that root from? Why is it that, I feel that way? Why is it that I feel that I'm not worthy, that I'm not good enough, that I'm ugly, that I'm not successful, that I won't amount to anything, whatever it may be? Why is it I keep repeating that? So you got to dig it out. You got to find it, call it by its name, and make a plan to get rid of it, which leads to my next step. Make a list of rebuttal. That means find that root and make your rebuttal list. List everything that comes against that very negative mantra. For instance, our I'm not good enough mantra. Make a list of everything that demonstrates you are. I was good enough to get this 6-figure job. I was good enough to have good friends in my life. I was good enough to find the love of my life, to share my family and future with. Just find big or small in your life that is a rebuttal to the negative mantra and write it down. Write it down, look at it, say it, all right? Absorb it, right? The only way to get rid of that negative mantra is to have evidence that it is false. And trust me, sis, you have evidence in your life right now that that negative mantra is false. You just haven't focused on it. You haven't taken out time to review it, to rebuttal it. And now is your time. All right, we're in the second quarter. It's time. All right. So with that being said, those are my top 3. Be pliable, not in denial. Find the root. What is that negative mantra you keep repeating over and over in your head? And then make the rebuttal list, right? To prove it wrong. Really. And then what I want you to do, it's not another step, but I encourage you to do this 7-day challenge. I encourage you every day, use that rebuttal list, add to it, find ways, reasons why that negative mantra is not true, and then live out the opposite of that mantra, right? So if it says, I'm not good enough, then I'm not good enough to get this job. What you're gonna do in 7 days is apply for that job anyway. Or I can't wear this color. You know, I was told that I'm not pretty in yellow. You're gonna find out what shade of yellow looks best on you and wear it, right? I understand shades, like we're not in denial. There's certain colors in that shade palette that doesn't agree with me, but that doesn't mean I can't wear that color, right? So just green. You know, I can wear this color green. Maybe it's another shade I can't wear, but I'm gonna find the one I can and rock it, all right? So that's what I want you to do in these 7 days. Take that rebuttal list, make it happen, live it out, continue to de-weed your thinking, continue to dig it up from its very root, because what it's trying to give to you is false information, all right? And I hope to hear from you after 7 days from this that you can share with me. Please share and comment. You can always email me at melitatherapist@gmail.com and let me know how this message has positively impacted your life, because that's what we're here for, sis. Right? It's to uplift and encourage you and spill those tea nuggets for you to live a better life. All right. Well, I enjoyed this segment. I hope you did as well. I look forward to hearing from you. Don't forget to share with your friends, like, and comment. All right. Bye-bye for now.